Shit. Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. Oh, you already know. Shit. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. It be knocking watch lights out. My spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle.
Yo, hey man, it's time for that Coach for the Street podcast. We back at you dig, and we in these YouTube streets. And right now we finna pull up at Club Shay because all of this backlash going on. Everybody coming at top, man. How you feel about that, cuz?
Man, listen, man. Shout out to Shannon Sharpe, man.
Shout out.
First and foremost, and I know just like the general public, just like us, we got our own perception and perspective on what took place. But with me, I didn't publicly express how I'm siding with Katt because I understand that these allegations ain't just came from a Katt Williams. Yeah, he might be bigger than a lot of the other ones that spoke on some of the same stuff, but we could take him more seriously because he wasn't in his feelings when he was telling his stories. Like, he was very calm. He was casual when he's making these allegations. He's not, okay, now he gets to certain person. He ain't talking about Cedric the Entertainer and he all aggressive and loud and blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? He was real casual and calm when he spoke on these people. So it's hard for me to say that Katt was lying. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, go ahead.
But this Shannon Sharpe said the hate came from. It's the point that when Katt was going in, Unc didn't stop him from talking. Like, he didn't try to hold, hit the brakes on it. He just let
stop Steve Harvey.
No.
Did he stop Cedric? Any of these people that spoke on Katt Williams, did he stop them? So by right, he wasn't supposed to stop Katt. Y'all think he was supposed to stop Katt? If y'all think he was supposed to stop Katt interview while he's sitting there getting what he getting off his chest, which at the same time he defending himself against all these people demeaning his character and dumbing him down to be jealous, or he trying to get his clout back. How is he trying to get his clout back just because he ain't on TV with y'all?
Like he said, they just jealous because if they had a chance to interview him, it would have been different.
When they were saying it, he's basically more or less. Now the podcasters, yeah, they jealous of Shannon Sharpe because he got all them numbers. He did all them numbers. That's why they jealous of him. But the general public, like the celebrities and all that, they mad at him because he let Katt sit across from him and tell his truth. And that truth he told did way more numbers than the stuff that they tell, to the point it broke the internet. Now that's all we seeing is allegations about Katt Williams pointing the finger at certain these people. And then now you got people in regular life going and then digging the things that Katt Williams is exposing. They going to dig it up off the internet because it's actual proof of all these things. And then it's starting to make their character. We starting to question their character. When a lot of people at some point in time probably questioned Katt Williams.
He got receipts on them boys.
He got receipts, good receipts.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't really see them being so defensive. They are mostly all saying the same thing. He just trying to get some clout. He trying to be back relevant. When was the nigga when did he become irrelevant? He still drops specials every year. He touring every year because he ain't getting a job by the white man to go do these shows and dance around like Uncle Tom. He ain't successful to y'all. This nigga still running around in $250,000 necklaces and $250,000 cars and big houses and still got 10, 15 women doing things for him. Man, listen, man, y'all play too much. And that starts to look like bitterness more than it look like you telling the truth, because we can't see that. I don't see that in Katt. I see how the public try to dress him up to look messed up. But the same things that he said, we heard Jaguar Wright say some of the same things about other people in the industry. So we can't sit here and be like Katt was telling the nigga. He been around all that.
Mm-hmm.
So he know that story and that truth and how to speak on it more than we do and y'all do, because he had to live through them experiences. He had to be in them offices where he had to turn stuff down because it go against his code, the self-respect he got for himself. We wasn't in the room with that nigga.
I mean, the thing is, bro, like Shannon Sharpe said, they just mad because the interview went dumb. 27 million views at the time. We know it don't went up now.
It's over 30 now.
And OG said he gained 500,000 subscribers. Shout out to the OG, man. You feel me?
Man, shout out Club Shay Shay, man. And I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't no cognac nigga like that, but I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that just because of Shannon Sharpe, man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that episode might have been one of the best episodes he done because we rarely get to see Katt Williams talk, and then he got an opportunity to talk, and not only did he talk in a manner where you could still have the same respect for him afterwards, because you don't look at him like he was just trying to tear other people down.
Yeah, I mean, you got them trying to pick at him about going to jail, say he can't fight and he can't do this. But one thing about it, he's solid, he real, he ain't fold. And you know what I mean? Allegedly, they say that he pay for his own tours, like he far from broke.
Pay the people he bring on the tours.
Yeah, he far from broke.
It's a lot that people ain't saying, but it's so many people that's coming up that's in the comedian community. And they speaking up for Katt. Like, man, I remember Katt sent some broads up to my room out of nowhere. And they had them bands and they gave me the money. And they was just like, you know what I'm saying? Basically, ain't even tell the nigga that Katt sent this money. They just was some bitch came to the room and just gave him the money and bounced out. And I seen an interview where he said, like, why do stuff for people sometimes if you want them to just purposely know that you've done it. So it's like, sometimes it's almost like holding it over their head. Whereas if you just do stuff sometimes and they don't even realize that you did it, even though they still appreciate what's being done, they even, when they come to find out that you did do it, they appreciate you as a person even more because they know you're not doing it to say, oh, I did this for you, or so you owe me, or because I did this for you, that's why you was able to do. You see what I'm saying? You know a nigga really genuinely doing you these things. You know what I'm saying? So to see a lot of people speak up on Katt like that, I respect that because that lets you know that he might not get along with these people he spoke on, but the majority of the comedian community, they mess with Katt.
Yeah, for sure. All of the solid ones that ain't going for nothing strange, dude.
They spoke up for Katt over the internet, on their own platforms. I'm talking about whether it was IG Live, Facebook Live, or do they got a podcast, a blog? They spoke up for that man, and I respect them because that's something we in the Black community need to see a lot more. Is people stand up and really vouch for people that they see deserve to be vouched for. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because we see more, we see the rappers dissing each other. We starting to see the YouTubers dissing each other. And it should never be like that when it's all these millions of people on YouTube getting all this money. That just lets you know it's enough money for everybody. So why is we arguing back and forth when this is our way up out the street, whether you a street nigga or not?
Man.
So it's like we see that pull you down effect so much, you know what I'm saying? To see the community step forward for Katt Williams, man, that's big, because that's like the village. Niggas standing up for the village. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I took it. So, you know what I'm saying? I got much respect for everybody that stood up for Katt. And I got super respect for Katt Williams for telling his truth, knowing he was going to receive a lot of backlash, knowing he was going to rupture relationships that might have been able to be fixed down the road, and Blase Skip and Shannon Sharpe for giving him that opportunity, because at the end of the day, he didn't censor Katt no type of way. So, you know what I'm saying? His truth was able to be put out there correctly without being censored.
That's why it went dumb like that. You feel me? Like he said, everybody want to say, well, why you let him do this? Why you let the man speak his mind? What I'm gonna stop
You know
him
what?
from?
It's another thing that I respect Shannon Sharpe for too, and a lot of bloggers. Now I ain't gonna say blogger because he's not a blogger, he's a podcaster.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of something we take pride in too. Because you could be a street nigga, you could still be outside trapping. Nigga, we ain't about to ask you about none of that.
No.
You see what I'm saying? And if you pay attention to the Katt interview, it's nothing he was saying that instigated Katt Williams to throw dirt on other people. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of podcasters purposely throw certain questions in the air to draw certain reactions a certain type of way. And when you watch that 2.5 hour interview for 2.5 hours, Shannon Sharpe never did that.
Not at all. He kept that's one of the most solid interviews we done seen, period.
And he played poster child for you don't gotta do all the clout chasing things to get that traction to your channel, that them views or whatever you trying to get. It just gotta be genuine, bro. That was genuine conversation, and we watching that many times over versus watching these controversial niggas that been doing all the. You see what I'm saying? They
was talking like men. They was talking like men.
Yeah.
Bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like that. Nobody was over talking. You feel me? Like it was everything was A1. But just like Shannon Sharpe said, for the other podcasters that's hating, just because you had a podcast first doesn't mean you got the best podcast.
And he damn right for saying that. Because there's a lot of niggas that been doing this and they up there. That don't mean you better than the ones that's below you. That just mean they might either they started late or they climbing up the YouTube tier a little bit later. But one thing for sure, you gonna become a threat when you get there.
Facts. Now, we gotta talk about the OG big hit, getting that publishing from Game, bro. How you feel about that? Knowing this is his first album and get a big blessing like that.
Man, I gotta say this first, cause man, it's been so long since we heard an album from the West Coast, and you be like, now this is classic. This is classic West Coast.
Right.
Like what Game did on that album is monumental because it's West Coast. But when you listen to Game lyrically on that album, rapping over this, I gotta shout out Hit Boy too, because Hit Boy produced the shit out of this album. I'm talking about cut. I didn't skip none, and I'm one of them niggas. I will hit the skip button in a heartbeat, nigga.
Right.
Every time I listen to this album, I'm not skipping nothing. I just let it go until all the songs been played, and now it's playing something different in my playlist. Now I know the album is done. It's like a all the way through album, and Game sound like a West Coast Nas on there. And I say this not to say he mimicking Nas. I say that because when you listen to the album, Game really, really, really bringing that West Coast lyricism, but it has that expectation a New York nigga would have of a nigga bars. You see what I'm saying? And that's why I say it's like the Nas, the delivery is very Nas-like.
That's his favorite rapper up there, so I already know.
And then for Big Hit to come home after doing time, I don't know how much time he did, but we from the street, so we know how it is to come home after being there and readjusting the life and trying to figure out what you gonna do because you come home to no real stability. But you was blessed to have a son that had a talent to put you in a position when you came home that wasn't gonna have you in the position you was in when you left. You see what I'm saying? So for him to say, "Pops, we gonna do this," even though to the rap world as a rapper, you considered too old to want to have a rap career now. Nobody's talking about that because we don't give a damn right now. Because right now, what you did, you just created something. You just created a moment with the game. You feel what I'm saying? And you kept up.
I mean, like you said, we don't care nothing about no age because we already know. We not even gonna speak about how album sales went down 40% last year. So just to hear a breath,
still going down.
So right, so just for us to get a good album out of anybody, we appreciate it. You feel me? Yeah, because we living in a rap genre. We got some of them doing music, but a lot of them just saying words. They just smash
so
words.
many that got the same kind of music.
They smushing the words together. You know what I mean? It's not thoughtful at all what they doing. You know what I mean? There's no substance. So when you hear Game or Hit Boy, we know they favorite rappers come from the golden era of hip hop. So that's what you gonna get from these type of dudes. You feel me?
And Big Hit come from the generation of the old era of the West Coast. That's what adds to the moment because they both true West Coasters. And then they true LA niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think Big Hit from Pasadena. But
they Cali guys at the end of the day.
But at the end of the day, what was even more gangster for me was I don't know the relationship between Big Hit and the Game prior to them doing this project, prior to him coming home.
He said they just met each other.
You see what I'm saying? So for the Game to give Big Hit this opportunity, knowing already you got this multi-platinum hit selling producer son that's gonna get you right anyway. Game plays part, does his part and his just due and his good deed too by saying, nigga, you can keep all the publishing to this.
Don't get no
niggas don't do that. You ain't seeing niggas do that for their kids and their cousins and their mamas and daddies, nigga, when they drop these albums, nigga. We watching niggas go spend $250,000 on jewelry and their mama still stay down the street from where they last homeboy got shot.
Facts.
And they sitting at an interview with $250,000, $500,000 in jewelry on talking about, yeah, when I get some money, my first real money, I'm gonna buy my mama a crib. Nigga, the first real money on your neck already.
You done already spent it.
So you chose jewelry over making sure your mama was straight. That's what I'm getting from this shit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying, to see Game do that, it's like that really put Hit in a Big Hit in a situation where he can never fail from this point. He only thing that his destiny can only be dictated by him at this point. You the only nigga that can start putting curves in your straight lane that you got on your journey. You the only one that could dictate this going, keep getting better or going bad. So I salute Hit Boy. I salute the Game a lot for that.
That was real. Like just like Wack was saying, what he did, what he told Big Hit on the No Jumper, he was like, bro, I don't even think you know what Game did for you. He was like, I got the messages. He was like, what you did, do I need to go ahead and do a split? He was like, no, I got everything handled. He was like, shoot, I gave Hit the whole publishing. He was like, bro, he was like, let me break it down in the lamest terms. What Game did for you, It's like saying, oh, the cartel just dropped off 500 of them things, but this you don't owe us nothing. You feel me?
But to be even more specific, like Pay said, that's like him getting a big bag off the rip. Mm-hmm. But not only do he get the big bag off the rip, he finna forever receive a bag for years to come because of what Game did for him. So he's never really gonna be in that position where his back is really against the wall unless he put himself there. Because Game gave him an opportunity to never have to go back to full-time gang banging, sitting in lowriders, sitting at the park hustling, bro. That's at this point, that's over with, bro.
Yeah, it's gone. He gonna be able to go to the mailbox and get them checks.
And it's a check in there.
Straight up.
A big one. Every few months.
The blessing that he got, cuz a lot of these rappers with all these jewelry and cars and all this, they wish that they had their publishing.
They wish, because the label own it. And you gonna have problems trying to get it for the next decade or so.
What you can't get it in 20 years, right?
I don't know if that's how the publishing go. That's your masters.
Okay.
Masters and publishing, two different things.
Okay. That's my bad.
You know what I'm saying?
I knew it was one of them.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, when you publishing is a big thing though, because outside of your masters, your second biggest bag outside of shows, we ain't counting none of that, is the publishing.
Right.
Because if you own your masters and your publishing, at any time when you get to this tier of a person, like how Future sold from a certain year all the way back his catalog for 75 million, niggas not realizing he still got a whole other half of catalog that been selling and still streaming and then eventually he could turn around and sell that for 75 million or more and still own whatever he did at this other point. Like, it's a lot that you could do with that shit. It's just sweet. So for other niggas to understand the game and provide these opportunities for other niggas, man, it's kind of dope.
Oh yeah, like it don't get no realer than that. That's what you call a real one. You feel me?
And I ain't gonna put no knock on nobody else in the young generation either, because y'all niggas buy each other jewelry as gifts. And shit.
Yeah.
You go get your homeboy new car, new chain, new watch. Like, I see y'all young niggas do this, and I commend y'all for that, because we don't see that outside with young niggas together having money. They ain't doing that for each other out there, but we see people in the industry that's young doing this for each other, and they ain't even from the same city and stuff like that. So I commend that too. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand at the same time, as a young nigga, that chain mean the same value as what Game did to Big Hit. But when them young niggas get to a certain age, it ain't gonna be about the chain and jewelry no more either. It's gonna be about the opportunity a nigga provide for years to come for you. You see what I'm saying? Because a chain may last a long time, but the value of it is always gone. You see what I'm saying? Depreciate.
Generational wealth, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Who else we got on the roster, man?
Charleston White.
Oh,
Charleston, the most hated nigga on YouTube, man.
Yeah, man. So Charleston White, he reacted to Ludacris' response when, I guess, when Katt Williams aired out everybody. And basically, he was rapping on a Jay-Z beat, but the response we was looking for, it went left field. It didn't have nothing to do with what we was looking for. And not Katt Williams, but Charleston White was like, boy, it's fucked up when a nigga don't tell you the right response. He come back with a jingle. He was like, nigga, if a nigga tell me, if a nigga put some allegations on me talking about I walked out of the room I walked up out of a rainbow room where all this stuff going on, nigga, I'm gonna clear my name and say, nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga. I'm not gonna hit you with no freestyle, which is true.
But we talking about Ludacris though. Ludacris also always been animated, even when him and T.I. had their little rap beef. When you heard T.I. songs sounded serious. When we heard Luda songs, it just was a lyrical battle for him. He was cracking jokes, and you see what I'm saying? So we wasn't taking Luda serious back then when he was dissing niggas in his raps because they was animated raps. He wasn't, when I see you, the 40 coming out, when I see you, me and DTP gonna get up on your heels, it wasn't that type of energy at all. It was all animated. So you got to expect this from Ludacris. This is what Ludacris do. I don't expect Ludacris cut the microphone on, cut the beat on. Oh, bitch ass nigga, yeah. 1 2 1 2 1. I don't expect that.
We didn't want to hear no song at all. We wanted to hear him say, like, at least say, listen, bro, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond to the negativity. Have a good day or something. Don't give us no damn song in this heated. It's not a heated situation, but it's a tense.
We was looking for the response, and
we wanted to hear that from a man perspective.
And maybe that's why he did that though, because he knew everybody wanted a response. If he ain't entertaining nothing, what better to do than just to go ahead and kick you a little freestyle, nigga? Blah 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 blah.
Williams with a rap song. That was the weirdest shit out of all of them. Man, hey, listen. That was the craziest shit. That's what everybody overlooking the fact that nigga Ludacris. Nigga, he responded with a rap song. That lets you know how fucked up this shit is. Nigga, if you say I've been at a gay party getting I ain't finna make you no song, nigga. I'm finna call you a motherfucking lie. Why you nigga call that nigga? I'm gonna call you on your phone, nigga. You lying. You ain't seen me no mother. That nigga made a rap. That nigga responded with a jingle. Say, that lets you know he guilty. Nigga come back with a rap song. A hell of a rap song. Nigga ain't rapped in 20-some years. This nigga ain't made a rap song in 20 years. Soon as Katt Williams say, hey, I seen you coming out that funny room though, nigga. If we walking bow-legged, you were not needed before you went in. You dive and rub together. You come out of that bow-legged. That boy say now he gonna make a song. I ain't never was on my mind.
But we talking about Ludacris though. Ludacris also always been animated, even when him and T.I. had their little rap beef. When you heard T.I. songs sounded serious. When we heard Luda songs, it just was a lyrical battle for him. He was cracking jokes, and you see what I'm saying? So we wasn't taking Luda serious back then when he was dissing niggas in his raps because they was animated raps. He wasn't, when I see you, the 40 coming out, when I see you, me and DTP gonna get up on your heels, it wasn't that type of energy at all. It was all animated. So you got to expect this from Ludacris. This is what Ludacris do. I don't expect Ludacris cut the microphone on, cut the beat on. Oh, bitch ass nigga, yeah. 1 2 1 2 1. I don't expect that.
We didn't want to hear no song at all. We wanted to hear him say, like, at least say, listen, bro, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to respond to the negativity. Have a good day or something. Don't give us no damn song in this heated. It's not a heated situation, but it's a tense.
We was looking for the response, and
we wanted to hear that from a man perspective.
And maybe that's why he did that though, because he knew everybody wanted a response. If he ain't entertaining nothing, what better to do than just to go ahead and kick you a little freestyle, nigga? Blah 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 blah. Ain't no different from Marshawn Lynch telling you no comment when you ask him about how many yards he rushed for. How you feel about it? He's like, no comment.
Yeah. I mean, but
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but from Charles Dwight speaking from a nigga standpoint, like
he expected a response. Too. That's why he got something to say about it. Yeah, me too. Us both. I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this video, leave it in the comments. I'm pretty sure y'all was waiting for a response too. It wasn't the response the world was looking for, but he looking at it like the way it's rubbing everybody else. It ain't rubbing me that way, so I'm just gonna rap to you niggas. And everybody listened to it. So whatever video he put out on whatever platform that was, he put it out on. I bet you go to it, it got over 500,000 views on it because everybody on YouTube then talked about it.
Speaking of that, everybody is waiting to see, hoping, crossing their fingers that hopefully Charleston White, Katt Williams, and Rat Williams be on the same stage one day. That would be dope.
And
That
I'm
would
gonna
be
tell
dope.
you why this today is highly possible, because they both jokesters,
Right.
but at the same time, at the drop of a hat, they can turn a joke that's really the truth into something funny, even though you need to understand I'm telling a joke. It's the truth, though.
Right. They realists.
Like when he say, growing up, I used to love rappers, you know what I'm saying? And then when I grew up, I knew found out they weren't living like they was rapping. So they've been lying to me this whole time. So now I'm acting like them, talking and acting like them. I done gave y'all a ignorant nigga, and
now y'all catching
like
on.
it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, y'all rapping. I'm talking in a version of how y'all rapping.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all can't take it. So it's like both of them make sense in their own about a lot of things. So I could see that happening, bro.
Yeah, he was like, shit, people like to hear him talk. You feel me?
Which one of y'all think would go to a Katt Williams and Charleston White comedy show? Leave it in the comments if you would go to a Katt Williams and Charleston White comedy show. Because I ain't even gonna lie to you. Me personally, this is my choice. I'm going because I know it's gonna be funny and you're gonna get some gems at the same time. So why not go? Because it's rare that you go to a comedy show and you're gonna laugh as much as you want to and then receive some real messages in the context at the same time.
Yeah.
That would be a hell of a show.
It would, man, that might break the internet just like Club Shay Shay did, dog.
Especially if they did it sometime soon in the atmosphere what it is now.
Mm-hmm.
It'll shut everything down because they both trended in their own way.
I hope Katt can pull him on his tour.
What you mean you hope Katt? Nigga, Katt can do what he wants to. He run his own tours.
That's what I'm saying.
All he got to do is reach out to Charleston White. That's just something that Katt got to decide to want to do.
Yeah.
Because Charleston White could want to do it. Katt Williams still got to decide to want to bring him on. You feel what I'm saying?
You're right.
That's a relationship that they gonna have to figure out if they can jail. You know what I'm saying?
But you know
neither
what?
One of them niggas don't take no shit, so they
I
can't
was just about to say that
they can't meet each other on them types of terms.
Yeah, like and they ain't going for nothing strange. Like, no disrespect to the other side, but they ain't going.
That's why I think it would be a good idea, because coming into the situation, I think both of them knowing each other like that, they'll come to the table with a certain type of level of, for each other. You feel me? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, that would be raw, boy, if they was to put that up. Hopefully, we gotta keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully we gonna get that, because I'm not the only one that said it, but IG and Facebook, they done made.
I ain't gonna cap, cuz.
If
that was the ever, and I could see that possibly happening. Because when stuff like that get through in the atmosphere, we end up seeing it. If it's in the atmosphere enough, we start seeing it happening.
Right.
But if it ever did happen where Katt and Charleston linked up to go on some type of tour together on a Katt Williams powered tour. Now the type of shows that Katt Williams do and the type of shows that Charleston do are different tiers of shows. Let's get this straight. Different bags too.
True.
This would change Charleston White life. As a comedian,
I think the
levels
culture
would
too.
change.
I think the culture. I think the culture also.
How you think it'll change the culture?
Them two together is a force to be reckoned with, and Katt already got his fan base.
Charleston
got his too, but together is like two heads and four eyes. That's a, you know what I mean? That's just my opinion. You feel me? Like I feel like that's like a dynamic duo. Like the comedy world. I ain't never see this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We always see, you know, every comedian. Shout out to all the comedians. They got their own gift for how they do their thing, but these two guys is so relatable to me. And not saying the type of comedy, but the laws that they stand on. You feel me? I just think that's dope, man.
But you're right though. It would change the culture because it's gonna put a lot of pressure on a lot of things. Because now you got two niggas running around this motherfucker that don't bite their tongue for no niggas.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want us to speak on it, nigga. Don't do it.
Yeah. Right.
You don't want us talking about it, though, nigga. Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't come around us like that.
And that would be a cultural change because it'd make certain things tighten up. Because you got somebody like Charleston that go viral when he cut his microphone on, whether he on the stage or he on his phone on IG Live or YouTube. It creates a storm.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with Katt Williams. He's just a bigger level person. So when he say controversial things, it's gonna be on a way bigger level than with Charleston White.
Right.
So his reaction to
he like a god in his own way.
Bigger, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But them two linking up would change Charleston White whole.
And then level. See, like Katt was saying, like when he was breaking down like how certain dudes they doing something strange for certain movie roles. Mm-hmm. And you know, Katt said he told whatever his name, Weinstein.
The dude that told him, you know, in front of everybody. Yeah, he said it was like 100 people that could vouch for that. Yeah,
he was like, you know what I mean? He told old boy he good, but it's 3 other dudes, they stayed. You feel me? Like he's saying this, like with these 2 type of guys like Charleston and Katt as your mentors, they will teach you like, bro, you ain't got to go that route. You know what I mean? If you ain't rocking like that, you can stay in this lane just like we do.
Like Katt told dude, dude. Remember on the Shannon Club Shay when Katt said he was telling some role that they was trying to put him in a dress, he didn't take it, and he said something about the people was gonna reach out to the one actor dude that played in Lottery Ticket with Bow Wow. And reach out to him and have him play the role. And he said he just started getting on social platforms and was like whatever, and was like, nigga, reaching out to dude. Like, nigga, don't just saying publicly, like, nigga, saying his name, like, don't do it. And recently, dude did a little video on his own. Like, he was like, yeah, that's true. He was like, Katt Williams, he ain't like called me or nothing. He was like publicly, every time he was in public, he was just, anytime he had a mic in front of him type thing, he was publicly saying like, bruh, don't wear no dress. And he said he had already, you know what I'm saying? He had did the shit on Lottery Ticket. He had put a dress on and that. Or he did Big Mama's House with Martin Lawrence. He put a dress on, matter of fact.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And he said once he did that, his career wasn't right from that point. He said he never did nothing foul to he said, look where I'm at today. He was like, I ain't no big actor. No, so that you clearly know I just didn't do nothing I wasn't supposed to do. He was like, but they did get me with the dress thing. And he was like, because of that, like, I didn't bow to none of that shit they was talking about. So it affected my career, but it also affected my career over here with the people that were saying, don't do it. Because when you went and did it, it was like you were saying, man, fuck y'all.
I'm going to go with it anyway.
I'm going to get, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't care what y'all got to say.
So he was like, Katt was really just trying to save me for real.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like, my career went downhill. Ever since I had put that, he was like, for some people, they put the dress on and then all these other things just start working for them. He said it wasn't like that for me.
Shout out to the ones that stay stiff, man. Stay solid, man.
The ones that stay solid, man, because it's a lot of we starting to see our own people that look like us in Hollywood that are powering Hollywood with their talents. Whether even athletes and stuff too, they starting to do certain things and they misleading us because we look up to them a certain type of way because they successful and they made it out of where we made it. But at the end of the day, you got to understand some of these people put leashes around their own neck for these people and become puppets and become Uncle Toms and house niggas solely so they don't never end up in that position. I've been a hustler all my life. So just because I ain't gonna do something you want me to do and you power how I'm getting this big check right now and you can take it all away, nigga. Cause I'm gonna chase down another opportunity. I ain't bowing for no niggas about no opportunity, especially when it go against my self-respect.
Real spill. Straight up. And this all we got for y'all on this episode. It's time for that Coach for the Streets, man. Y'all know what it is. The door wide open is on the floor. It is.
You already know. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure y'all ding that like button, hit the subscribe button, man. We really appreciate it every time y'all hit them buttons because that's getting us closer to our goal, which is 20,000, man. We had 13,000 subs right now. Man, keep dinging them bells for us, man, so we can get there faster, man. We appreciate y'all, man. And Happy New Year.